Good morning everyone. I welcome you all to Einstein School of Engineering, and I am Assistant Professor Alisha Tirkey, and I am from Basic Science and Humanities Department, and I teach Communicative English. So let us look into the syllabus of Communicative English that is studied by the students of first semester and second semester. So the first semester, the branches of electrical engineering and science, computer science engineering, they study Communicative English in their first semester, while the branches of automobile engineering, civil engineering and mechanical engineering, they study Communicative English for their second semester. So let us look into what the syllabus holds for the students of Communicative English. First of all, the Communicative English syllabus is divided into 5 units, and the 5 units are then subdivided into further more units. The first unit, that is comprehension analysis or literature analysis, appreciation of literature, and the first subunit is reading comprehension, and the second subunit is text. So the first unit 1 of the vocabulary of the syllabus is literature appreciation, and this unit is further divided into comprehensive reading and text. So when we see into the first subunit of this first unit, that is comprehensive reading, here the students can learn about reading a text, close reading, analyzing the text, understanding the meaning, skimming the gist of the meaning of the comprehension, and other such things that are related to reading. They can also learn how to make out the sentences, how to make out the meanings from the sentences, and furthermore, after comprehensive reading, we also learn about summary writing and note making processes. After completing the comprehensive writing, when the student is acquainted with reading and analyzing and taking out the meaning from the text, we come upon the sub-unit of the first unit, that is text, where we have 4 different chapters, 2 from the poetry part and 2 from the prose part, where students are taught 2 stories and 2 poems. Like there are stories like Standing Up for Yourself and The Magic of Teamwork by Dr. Sam Pitroda. And on the other hand, there are the poetries called The Inchcape Rock, written by Robert Southey, and then there is this poetry called To My True Friend, written by Elizabeth Pinnett. So the text focuses on 4 chapters. 2 are the prose or story, and 2 are the poetry. And coming to the next unit, that is unit 2, it is vocabulary. The unit 2 focuses on vocabulary, and it uses the chapter called the use of synonyms and antonyms. So as we all know, synonyms means the word that are similar with meaning, and antonyms means the words that are opposite to the words. So synonym is equal to similar meaning and antonym is equal to opposite meaning. So this unit, this focuses on developing the students' vocabulary by using similar words and opposite words, so that their vocabulary gets good, improves, and they can use the concepts in while reading and writing their own works. So after this, after completing unit 1, where they study literature and how to take out the meaning from literature, and after reading unit 2, where they learn to add more words to their vocabulary, then comes the next unit, that is unit 3, that is focuses on grammar. The third unit is application of English grammar. So this unit, the third unit, is again subdivided into 6 to 7 chapters, which only includes the chapters from grammar like countable and uncountable nouns, articles and determinants, modal verbs, prepositions, concord, active and passive voice, and tense. So this unit is focused on teaching the students the proper usage of grammar so that they know the rules and they can thoroughly execute the grammar rules into their speaking and writing skills. After a student deals with the grammar part, and then the fourth unit focuses on formal writing skills. So now when the student has already learned to read and take out the meaning and then learn more words and then learn more about the rules of grammar, the next thing that he or she comes upon is the formal writing skills. Because when a student is in an institute, or when he or she passes out from this institute and goes on for further studies or for more job opportunities, he or she is always required to have proper and needed formal writing skills in order to, like, a very day-to-day necessities like writing a leave application or a sick application or any kind of application in during his student life. And after that, if he goes on to study for higher purposes or he goes on for job opportunities, then he would need this formal writing skills to write emails, to write proposals, to write notices, draft reports and all. So this part, the fourth unit, it only and only focuses on the writing part, only the formal writing skills, wherein the student learn how to write a paragraph, how to write notices, how to write passages, how to write all the formal letter formats like business formats and job application, how to write a CV or a biodata and things like that. So the unit 4 focuses on formal writing skills, and the last unit that this syllabus deals with is unit 5, and it focuses on elements of communication. So this unit, the last but the most interesting of the entire syllabus, the elements of communication, it deals again with 3 different subunits. The first is in fact elements of communication. The second subunit is professional communication, and the third subunit is non-verbal communication. So first of all, the students get to know what is communication. Why are they studying communicative English? As we can see, the subject itself is communicative English. So they ought to learn what is communication so that they can include their knowledge of English to communicate properly. So the first subunit that deals with communication, so they get to know what exactly is communication, what is the process of communication, what factors there are in communication, because we get to know that communication is a process and it needs certain factors without which communication is impossible. So there are factors like a sender, a receiver, a channel, a medium, a feedback. So these are the factors that are responsible for communication. And then after the student has learned what communication is, after that he or she, they goes in to learn what is professional communication. So in professional communication, they get to know what are the types of professional communication, and then they get to know how the professional communication works. There are 2 types of professional communications, okay, and how they work. What is the system in an organization? They are further divided into upward communication and downward communication and grapevine communication. So these are all the communication models that work in an organization where you eventually go to work. So and the last sub unit of the last unit is non-verbal communication, which is very important in today's world, because after knowing all this, if a student fails to know what non-verbal communication is and how important it is, then he fails as a student overall. Because as we get to know through this subject, non-verbal communication takes up around 55% of the total communication that we at a given moment. So the 55%, it means the more than half of the communication is done non-verbally. It is not verbal. So a student gets to know about all the importance of non-verbal communication, and that takes up things and factors like body language, spatial language, and the things like posture and gesture and your eye contact. So these all things take up non-verbal communication, and that is all non-verbal communication is all about. So I would like to say again that the last unit, that the communication part, is the last but the most interesting subject in communicative English, and I look further to impart more knowledge about this subject in the classroom. Thank you.